Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to Violet Mystic. Today we're doing a tarot reading, and I think I'm going to continue the theme of just doing weekly readings. It seems to be effective for my brain, so it's keeping me consistent at least. So if you have any other topics that you want me to talk about in a future tarot reading, let me know in the comments. So always open to suggestions. I am trying to build this channel to something that is enjoyable and helpful and informative. So as always, let me know. So let's get into the reading. And as you may notice, I'm doing something nice for myself. I have, these are press-on nails that I have decorated or painted myself. So I'm not used to wearing fake nails, so this is something I'm just trying to try out for myself, and we'll see if I can shuffle the cards with them. But yeah, something that is a little inexpensive that I can do for myself because I wanted to treat myself. So this is what I wanted to do, and I like purple, so I painted them purple. But anyway, enough of my babbling. So let's get into the reading for this upcoming week. I like this deck here. It is the Once Upon a Time tarot deck because the cards are a little bit smaller. Let me get a regular one to show you. They are just a little bit narrower, and because of my tiny hands, it makes it easier for me to shuffle. Plus, I just like the imagery of them. Oh, 10 of Pentacles, nice. But yeah, the imagery is really pretty. Very whimsical. But yeah. Let us see what's going to happen for this week. What are the overall themes for this week? I do want to get an overarching theme, and then we'll do like we did last week and go through each day with a little mini deck. Now, this is technically a timeless reading, so, oops, we have a jumper. We'll put that one aside. So this is a timeless tarot reading, so you can watch this at any point, whenever it comes across your feed, and it is meant for you whenever you find it. And it could be from the upcoming week if you want to start your week on Sunday or Monday. I like to start these readings on the Monday because, as I explained in the last reading, I feel like Monday is the true start of the week. Even though the calendar says Sunday, I feel like it starts on Monday. So I start my tarot reading for Monday onwards. The weekend kind of just ends up lumped together in my brain. Yeah, let me know if you kind of feel the same way in the comments, if that's how it works for you. So we have another card here. I'm going to get another one as I continue babbling. But yeah, if you want to start this week or start this tarot reading as, you know, whenever you see it, if you see it on a Wednesday perhaps and you want that to be your start from the next 7 days, that's totally fine. If you want to start it for the next coming up week, that's totally fine. You know, whatever works for you whenever this reading comes across your page. So can we get a third card for the overall feel of this upcoming 7 days? That one feels like it wants to come out. Two of Pentacles. Now I will note, I'm not including it in this reading, but I will note that we did have, as I was showing a demonstration of what the cards looked like earlier in this deck, that there was the 10 of Pentacles. I don't know if you want to take that into your own consideration. I'm not going to include it in this reading, but I did want to point that out for anybody who did want to include it. But we do have the King of Pentacles here, the Two of Pentacles, and this one that came out to begin with but did not flip over. It is the High Priestess. I'm hearing some of you are making money moves this week. So you could be intuiting something that you need to work through this week, and you kind of have, you're coming at it from a position of not necessarily authority, as the King of Pentacles would suggest, but you're coming at it from a state of awareness of all of the pieces in place, and kind of a higher understanding or knowledge. Maybe you're not even aware of why you know these things, but you're just coming across as you know exactly what needs to happen and when, and how to put the chips where they need to be, the pieces where they need to be. I'm thinking of let the chips fall, but this is not matter of luck or chance. This is, you know exactly what you need to do. You're just not fully aware of why, which is the High Priestess. You kind of have that inner knowing. You just know. So you could be juggling some things around, maneuvering things from one place to another. Perhaps you're dealing with 2 accounts and you've got to move some money around so that you can make this thing over here happen, and then this other piece over here is going to be managed as well through another means. I'm also hearing portfolio. It keeps coming in my brain. Now, I have issues personally with, stock portfolios and the stock market in general. I that's a topic for another day. But let's just say I'm not very favorable towards the stock market. But I keep hearing portfolio, and me being an artist, I am going to gravitate towards the portfolio in the sense of your art portfolio, your portfolio of works that you have created. So I would gravitate towards that meaning of the word portfolio here. So some of you could be artists or designers, or freelance artists, trying to think of different things. Let me know in the comments what you do if it's related to this. But I'm hearing you're making money moves with that. Maybe you're in contact with a talent agency, or maybe you're building your own website, or you're building your social media presence, and you know exactly who to target, your audience. You know how to target your audience. You know how to, you just have this inner knowing of, I need to post at this time, I need to put my portfolio to this company, I need to contact this person, this old client that I had at one point. Maybe they are interested again. I just have a feeling that they're going to be interested in this thing. You just know. And that knowing is going to set in motion a chain of events that is going to be very profitable, or very lucrative perhaps. But it's going to bring more prosperity and financial success. So whatever you do this week is setting in a chain of events in motion that is going to be very successful in the long run for you. Perhaps even this week you might see some returns on investments. All these financial things coming up. Return on investment, portfolio. But yeah, I feel like this is going to be a very financially significant week. And I think perhaps with this High Priestess card here, you may not fully appreciate the impacts of what you're doing. You just know you're doing the right thing. You kind of just feel like this is the right move to make. And that will become clear later. Man, I hope this is my week coming up. So let's get a daily breakdown. I'm gonna do it this way. So far the shuffling with these nails has been okay. I'm curious to see how long they'll actually last. So let us get a card for Monday. That one almost wanted to come out. but then it decided, nope. Okay. Monday, Monday, Monday. Oh, there we go. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so that was the card that we had earlier when I was just showing off the deck artwork. And now here it is again. So perhaps that is actually significant. So Monday, we have Ten of Pentacles. So it could be you start off the week with this great opportunity and you have the inner knowing to go ahead and jump on that opportunity. So this could be like some great news that comes in about a financial opportunity, or that it is something that is presenting itself to you and you know this is going to be a good outcome for you. And so you jump on this opportunity. Now, opportunity would be more so the Page of Pentacles or the Ace of Pentacles for my readers out there. But I'm hearing opportunity. So with this High Priestess here, I feel like this is something that is in the beginning stages, or something that is just now coming to fruition, that maybe have something that you have been working on. Oh my God, I can talk. I promise I can talk. Sometimes, apparently not today, but this is something that you could have been working towards, and maybe it's coming to fruition now. But I feel like I keep getting opportunity. And again, I know it's the Ten of Pentacles, which is a completion of the cycle. Or it's something coming in already. It's here. It's completed. But with this High Priestess, I feel like this is something that you know this will turn into. Sorry if the glare is making it where you can't see the card here. But this is something that's going to be completed, or is on the way in, but you see what it will become, and so you're taking that leap. So let's get Tuesday. That one, okay. Oh, the Sun, Tuesday. So a bright opportunity is coming in. So this is something that I keep getting opportunity as if it hasn't already happened yet. So I really feel like this is maybe a breakthrough week for a lot of you. But the Sun, this is whatever is going on, you're happy with it. You love where it's going. It's bringing in opportunities and people that are the right place at the right time, the right people at the right time kind of vibe. I really love where this is going. Oh, okay. Six of Wands, Wednesday. So you're celebrating something Wednesday. So perhaps what you took a leap on Monday is actually bringing its rewards in by Wednesday. So Wednesday could mark the turning point of a significant change in maybe how your life will go. Maybe this is news of whatever happens. This is news of something that is going to change your life around. Can we get a Thursday? What's happening Thursday? Ooh, okay. We have the Empress. I mean, I love these cards. I really love these cards. So Empress, we have on Thursday just complete abundance. Everything is working out. You are very happy with how this is going, and you know exactly where you want to take it next. So there is some kind of financial or material abundance that you are nurturing. So this, whatever you've celebrated on Wednesday, this is something that you're going to continue moving forward. I'm hearing legacy. So for some of you, this could be the beginning of a long-standing thing that you build, something that will last, something that you could hand down to your kids if you have them, something that will be solid in your life for a long time to come. So it could be a business, it could be financial gains that you pass down to your kids in an inheritance, something like that. It's going to be significant. So for, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, we're on Friday now. Friday is the Hanged Man. So I feel like this is, whatever is coming in here, by Friday, you feel like it has changed your perspective. It has changed the way you think about things. Like perhaps you're coming from a survival mindset and you're used to just getting by. You're used to having to just think in the short term, okay, how do I manage this? What is the next step? How do I get to here? How do I pay the next rent bill? You know, things like that. And this is coming in and making you think, okay, I can actually extend my plans longer now because this is offering me the financial stability to be able to think longer term than how do I pay my rent next month. So this is actually changing how you think about life. It's changing how you think about your finances. It's changing how you think life can be. So it is evolving your state of mind here by Friday. So maybe you're rethinking some things, like maybe the way you used to handle your finances or the way you used to go through life as purely survival mode, and believe me, I understand that, it is changing. So it's evolving your perspective. So Friday you could have like deep thoughts about life. I'm getting. So let's go to the weekend. What is happening Saturday? Okay. All right, so Saturday we have the moon. So maybe Saturday you're still in the state of trying to figure out a new perspective or mulling over things that have happened and how significantly this week has changed how you think about your own life. So Saturday you could still be in that state of mind, or it could be perhaps the universe isn't quite finished giving you your surprises yet. So it doesn't want you to know yet. So Sunday, let's go to Sunday. What is happening Sunday? Or if you're starting from the day that you start this and it's in the middle of the week, what is the 7th day from this start date? Can we get Sunday / 7th day? Nope, that one. Okay. And that one, I think, wants to come out. So we have 8 of Cups. Not necessarily bad. Ooh, the Tower. Oh, I love that. Okay. So by Sunday, I feel like this is saying you could be walking away from an old mindset, an old life. You could be, you're ready to move on, and that could be a good thing. In fact, with all of these positive cards here, I feel like it is a good thing. So the 8 of Cups talks about walking away from something that no longer serves you, moving on towards better things. You're leaving something behind. And with the Tower here, I feel like something is going to shift, and this Moon card is making me feel like it's something that you aren't aware of consciously. So not yet, but it could reveal itself Sunday, or something could begin to happen by Sunday that perhaps it is this mindset that you've had changed by Friday, or you're in the process of changing by Friday. So maybe you've figured it out by Sunday and you're like, I'm no longer going to live in survival mode. I'm no longer going to think about these old patterns that I've used that I used to keep myself stuck in, because this is changing. All of this is changing. And with all of the Pentacles cards that you have here, I feel like this is a change in your material world. This is a change in your financial situation. This is a change in perhaps your friends and people around you. Your community could be changing. But with this High Priestess here, and I do love that the moon is here as well, because that represents the unconscious, the things that are unknown. So the High Priestess, you're tapping into that. Whether you realize it or not, you're tapping into something, and it's leading you through this week to make the right decisions and to grab onto those opportunities that you know will work out. You can see that they will work out for you, so you take these opportunities. So you have that inner knowing this week of what needs to be done, what to avoid, how to move forward and progress. And by the end of this week, something is going to shift dramatically from your old life to this new life that you're moving into. Yeah, I want this week. But seriously, I'm happy for you guys. This is great. Let me know in the comments what this shift is. You know, whatever you've realized about an old life. You know, whatever you're coming to a realization of by Friday. Friday. Or the fifth day, if you're starting in the middle of the week. But let me know what is going on for you and what you end up walking away from. That whatever the shift is, whatever you're walking away from, what you've realized and what you're moving into. Especially if you're an artist, I'd love to hear, you know, what happens for you. Well, I was trying to just shuffle and it fell out, so give me a second. Okay, so the card that fell on the floor is Inspire, which we were just talking about with artworking, artistry. There is a fire inside you burning brighter than the sun, and we do have the Sun card here for Tuesday. So you could be getting some inspiration. So perhaps you're inspired to create some new artwork, and that is what sets this chain of events in motion, because someone sees it online and goes, oh, this is amazing, I love this, I'm going to follow you. And then they share it, and then other people start following you, and it's this whole thing. And by Wednesday you're celebrating a big milestone in your followers count, and you've gotten some commissions in. You know, this is just one scenario I'm thinking about, but yeah, let me know. So can we get some more cards here? I think one more ought to do it. And then I want to pull another oracle card. So we'll do that. This one? Okay. Take charge. With this King of Pentacles here, absolutely. So don't wait for the stars to align. Reach up and arrange them the way you want. I do like that because it puts the charge in your hands. So you're not waiting for the universe to put things in place for you. You are taking charge. You're moving things around. You're going on your intuition, and you're just making the changes as they need to be made. You're seeing what needs to be done. You're going ahead. You're not letting fear get in the way, and you are moving significantly this week. All right, let me get, which one do I want to use? We could use, we do have a full moon coming up, but I don't want to use the Moonology right now. I'm going to use the Witching Hour Oracle. That usually has some pretty good insights. And my press-on nails are still holding up with the shuffling. That's a good sign. Maybe in the next reading I'll let you guys know how long they lasted. see. Final card for this reading. Can we get some more advice? This one? Okay. We have, hopefully you can see that, we have the forest, seeing the bigger picture. Wow. Okay, so we have the High Priestess right here, right next to it. And we have the sun here. So, I can't make that up, guys, okay? I can't. This is all lining up just perfectly. I'm going to read the book. Here it is. I'm going to read the book for the card, but seeing the bigger picture. And this is what I was saying earlier. So you have the High Priestess here. You have this inner knowing that by Monday, or the first day of this reading, whenever you're watching, by Monday, you see this opportunity, you see this thing that you need to go forward towards, and you can see that it's going to work out. You just have this feeling it's going to work out, and that you take action on it. You take charge, you go forward. So you may not know for sure the outcome, but you just know it's going to work. And this is, seeing the bigger picture here. So let me, oops, too far. Where is it? There it is. So I'll hold it up so you can see it. Take a screenshot if you like. Hopefully the glare is not too terrible for you. Oops. Okay. So we have seeing the bigger picture, holding the vision, working towards a goal. Those are the keywords. All right. Says, there is a saying, you can't see the forest for the trees. It means don't get so caught up in the details that you miss the bigger picture. Every day is full of little things that move the needle more or less towards a good day. Some days will be dramatic, chaotic, and full of what feels like 1,000 tiny spiritual cuts. I don't feel like that's this week, though. And in those moments, you may feel an overwhelming need to give up, change direction, or go back to what feels safe and comfortable. Another meaning is that you are focused on minor details like choosing a name for a business when you could be planning major things such as what you'll sell, setting up your website, or clever marketing ideas. You may stress about a small blemish in your new home instead of rejoicing in the home itself. There is so much more to do and see if you zoom out and see the bigger picture. Maybe that is this new perspective. Maybe you're, through following through on this idea, maybe you're seeing through everything that happens by Friday, maybe you're seeing that you were so focused on just surviving until this week, until this, this inner knowing hit you, that you missed out on things that maybe life was hinting at, but maybe you didn't quite pick up on. And this week now you're seeing what you didn't see, and it's changing your perspective of, oh, wow, I need to actually follow my intuition more. So it says, don't give up just yet. You'll get past your challenges, and soon they'll be a distant memory. If you're stuck or you have yet to work out, I can read, I promise. I can speak and I can read. If you're stuck or have yet to work out a solution to a problem, shift your focus to something else. Keep yourself busy with things that are fun, easy to do, or feel more like play. And when you need to restore your hope, revisit goals and remind yourself why your challenges will be worth it in the end. Okay, that keep yourself busy with things that are fun and easy to do or feel more like play, that whole line, that is significant to me personally. So a little backstory. I was always the one to be super hardcore focused on what needed to be done, how to get this thing done, how to make sure everything lines into place. I was always wrapped up in how to make the most of my time, how to be more efficient and productive so I could get things done, so I can do the things that other people relied on me to do. every waking moment of my life was spent in this mode of, well, survival, honestly, but it was more so the thought of, if I can just get this done, if I can just get this to work out, then this thing will be better. This aspect of my life will be better. This person over here, their problems will be solved. I was always in the headspace of, how can I make everything be perfect and work out well? And it was to the point that I basically was a workaholic. Everyone was telling me, okay, you've got to relax. You've got to words. Oh my God. You've got to have time for play. You've got to have time for relaxation. You've got to have something for yourself to look forward to. Life can't be just work. And in my brain, I heard that and I was like, but I can play and relax when all the things are done. I can play and relax and, be at ease in my brain when everything is flowing smoothly. Like when I have everything in order, then I can relax, because then my job is done. Or then I can come to a stopping point at the very least, because, it's never done. But I missed out on so many things because I felt like so much was riding on my shoulders and I couldn't rest until it was done, until I felt like it was done. And life eventually put me in a place where I had just basically a breakdown, and life put me on pause. So it kind of forced me to be in that stalled position where I had to look at things and go, well, perhaps I do have time to rest now. Perhaps I should try to incorporate more fun. Maybe I'll try doing something for myself, like these nails. But it came to a point where I was forced into being kinder to myself, I suppose. So going to the seeing the bigger picture thing, now that I'm past all of that, I'm aware of the changes that have happened in my life, and I'm aware that the challenges that I experienced were trying to teach me that, sorry, I got interrupted here and I forgot exactly where I left off at, but I feel like I was going towards seeing the bigger picture. Now that I've had that different perspective, I've had that time where things are definitely not how they used to be in my life anymore. I've been made to slow down and made to kind of be more aware of things that are going on in my life. So I'm seeing that those lessons were meant to teach me to, follow my instincts and listen to people. Also, listen to people telling me the good advice, at least. But I knew back then that I was just going too hard. I was doing too much. But the challenges that I experienced were lessons. But essentially, let's wrap this up. And what I'm seeing here is that you are following your intuition here, and it's going to come to some interesting realizations by Friday. So whatever you take action on by Monday, you're looks like you're having a great week. I don't know if I said Thursday, but it's Friday. You're going to be having this experience by Friday here, or the 5th day. But it's going to change your perspective, and it's going to lead to a complete overhaul of between, like, you're going to be able to look back on this and say, this is the week that changed everything for me. So I feel like it's that big of a week here. But yeah, let me know what happens for you, or save this and come back and let me know what happened, and what this changes, whether it's financial, it's a change in your community, it's a change in your living circumstances. It's a change in your business, or maybe you start a business, or maybe a business that you've been working on gets off the ground finally, and you see actual gains from it. But whatever is inspiring you this week to take charge, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. But yeah, this is a great week. These are some awesome cards. I love how this is going for you. I love what looks like it's going to happen for you. And good luck with everything. And yeah, this is great. All right. Have a good week. I will see you next time. And let me know what other kinds of videos you want me to do. Bye.